Okay, so I got my phone. So if I got my phone, honey, that means I got evidence. So if I'm looking at my phone, pay no mind. All right? Around this time, we started talking in the beginning of September. So we're gonna go down into what happened. So all this good stuff that I told you guys before was happening. Remember everything that I told you guys, right? So during the competition that we had in the car when we were talking about life and stuff like that, and about exes, he was telling me his job occupation. Wow, his job occupation. He was telling me he works for security, but basically the type of security he did was surveillance. So he was in the room watching everything. So he showed me a picture of him in a surveillance room and blah blah blah. But before that, the day we went to Staples, I forgot to mention that I was trying to add him on Instagram. He told me to check his Instagram, type in my name on his phone, whatever, on his phone. So when I was typing it, I'm not a person who actually likes to type in nails. I type really slow in nails, but kind of fast. But without my nails, I'd be like, like, so when I was trying to do it on his phone, he was like, no, let me just get your phone. So he took my phone, he typed his Instagram in. So right now, to this day, I'm still following him, but he never followed me back. My page is public, so he could see my shit whenever he feel like. So around the time, I told him where I worked the day when he asked me, whatever. During the time after the date and we seen each other like every other day or like 3-4 times a week, he started like slowly giving me hints of what he does. And I started peeping it. He didn't want to tell me, but I knew it due to past relationships of what he do. He wasn't no surveillance. He was a you know, when I start telling y'all his occupation a little bit more in the situation of me telling you what's going on, you probably know what he is. He's telling me what's going on and how, like, right now stuff is not going, seeing his way, blah, blah, blah. And he lives, like, I guess, I would say an hour, 2 hours away from me. So for the fact that he's coming to see me every day is cute and whatever. He telling me he's trying to move back to Brooklyn. His broker, telling me all this good shit that he felt like a female would like to hear. But I know that he's slowly starting to see that I'm the type of female that when I see a guy with flashy things, it don't surprise me. It don't make me jump to be like, oh my God, he got money, honey. Let me try to be Joanna's skin and try to get a little thing while I talk to these bitches. No, I do not care. I can buy my own things, do my own things, pay for my own trips. I could do whatever, buy my own hair, do my own nails, even though it was really nice. If I gotta do all that for you, but it's just not me. Started slowly telling me certain little hints of what he does. I'll be in the car sometimes, his friends will call, he'll talk on the phone, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening, but I'm still not fazed, but I understand. Cool. So I told him where I worked, and he tried to ask me discounts on my items. Like, every day we'll talk and text, we'll tell each other we appreciate each other, and I'll be like, you know, I really appreciate that I met you, stuff like that, sweet stuff. He'll come see me, cool. He used my occupation to ask me about discounts for certain items. So that was a red flag in my book, but I kept on moving forward. Feel me? But that was a red flag in my book. Like, you just met me, but you want to ask about discounts? You ain't gonna use me, honey. So I was just like, you know, whatever. I'll let it slide. Me and my friend was talking about it. He was like, you know, let's let it slide. It's whatever. He never said, like, get it for him. He basically said, like, he needed a discount. One day, he calls my phone, and he goes, oh, babe, you guess what never happened? I was driving and I caught a flat and I left all my cards home and the only thing I have is a Cash App card and it's not working to use in the place. They need a regular like kind of card. Now I know Cash App cards don't work everywhere. I have a friend that has a Cash App card and she complains about it all the fucking time. So I believed him, but I was iffy. I was very iffy about helping him out, and this is why. When I told my friend about the money part of me paying for the bill out of the kindness of my heart, she was like, that's cute. That shows that you got bread, but that's a chance for him to take advantage. So I always had that in the back of my head, plus my past situations. So he's like, baby, no, I need help. I'll give you the money back. So once I heard I'll give you the money back, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. So I sent him $100 through Cash App. I'm going to try to cover it out while showing y'all. If anything, I'll just post the picture here. So I sent him the $100 through Cash App. So I'm like, okay, cool. He's gonna give it to me back. Ain't saying nothing about it. After he gets the money, 15 minutes later, he calls me. He's like, thanks, babe, whatever. You know what's so funny? I had a $100 bill in here. That's like a counterfeit. I could have used it and just drove off. But, you know, it's whatever. I'm like, cool. I ain't saying nothing. Mind you, like I said, he been driving me places. He come see me randomly. Cool. Days go by, whatever. He's like, you know, by then, the sexual attraction is there. I'm being called babe, boob. Babe boob. Wow. Babe boob, my girl. If we in a car, he on the phone, his friends be like, oh, who that? He be like, no, that's my girl. He'll show my face, you know. But to me, well, now that I know he was only doing that because I look good. Not gonna be conceited, but because I look good. And y'all about to hear certain situations of why I say that. Around the time, like, he'll go to the hookah lounge with his friends. He'll say, you know, I don't want to bring you because that's intimate for my bros. Like, it's my bro settings, but I'll bring you out somewhere else. And I'm like, all right, cool. He'll FaceTime me in a spot when he's doing hookah. He'll show his friends, like, look, you know, she's pretty, stuff like that. And I'll be like, hi, and stuff like that. Same guy that we met at the practice thing, he will call and he'll hear me. He'll be like, oh, that's pretty thing. And I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, little stuff like that. Plus, they know I had a YouTube, so he wanted me to do a viral video, help him do a viral video and edit and stuff like that and record it with both of them. So I'm like, all right, cool. Never did it, though. We never brought it back up after that. Along the lines now, we talking. And let me get my dates right. Let me get my receipts right. You know, I'm putting my receipts. The day after, I think the day before I sent the $100, he was talking about he lost a certain item. So I'm just gonna say the item cost $75. So he was saying about it. He was asking if I could get it for him, probably with a discount or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna try. He was like, yeah, I'm just give you the bread back. Mind you, this is before the tire situation. Down the line, if I remember right, I had got that item first. We're gonna say the item that I got was a speaker. So I got the speaker. I paid for the speaker, and then I gave him the speaker. Actually, no. Let's retract my statement. So the first thing I cash apped was the $100 for the tire, for that scenario. The second thing I bought, we're going to say the item, which is the speaker. I bought him a speaker and gave him a speaker, whatever. He was so thankful. He was so happy that day when I gave it to him. So he drove to Bank of America and he went into the bank. He bought it in mine. He went into the bank. I see him go to the ATM. He pulled the door for the, to get into the bank. It was closed, whatever. Comes back in the car. He's like, oh, something's up with my account. I know what's going on. Blah, blah, blah. I see him go to the ATM, but I wasn't stressing it. You say you're going to hit me back. Then out of the kindness of my heart, it's not that serious. Cool. He drops me. We went to go buy something to eat for him because I wasn't hungry. He ate it, gave me a little, and then he dropped me at my friend's house, gave me a kiss, told me he's going to see me later and whatever. And that was that. Went in the crib just to chill with my friend. So days go by, we communicate on the phone, but we barely got to see each other. At one point he went MIA. I guess something that happened, whatever. And then one night I'm in the crib, like around 10 o'clock, and he's just like, was it 10 o'clock? No, like around midnight, and he was just like, yo, I'm so tired. Like, no, 11 o'clock. He was just like, yo, I'm just so tired right now. I'm coming from wherever, and I just wanna, and I'm in Brooklyn, and I just wanna get a hotel to go to sleep. Like, I'm tired. Like, do you wanna come? You know? I'm like, sure, I'll come. I'll keep you company. Cool. So he was like, he'll call me back. About 2 hours go by. He's like, don't go to sleep. So about 2 hours go by, and I'm chilling, trying to stay awake, telling my friend, like, girl, like, he want to go to a hotel, whatever. She's like, girl, you know what that means? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you ready? I'm like, I mean, I guess. She was like, yeah, you grown. You're not a kid no more. So, you know, I'm like, yo, whatever. If I decide to do something, it's up to me to do something. He called me 2 hours later. He's like, all right, I'm getting a hotel now at my friend's crib. Cool, I'm about to go there. So he takes a cab to the hotel while I get ready. He calls me about 20 minutes later, like, yo, I'm in the hotel right now. And they playing, like, they telling me that even though I booked online, they're fully booked for the night, so we can't get the room. So I'm just trying to ask them, like, how I got paid. So I'm on the phone for like 15 minutes while I'm already dressed and everything. And he's like, all right, they saying that the money, booking.com refunded me. So I'm going to refund the money back and I'm going to let you book the hotel. So in my head, I'm like, I ain't doing this. Now if you're telling me to book a hotel, that means you really using me. Like, you using me too much. So he was like, hold on. I got a notification. He sent me a Cash App. So the Cash App was for $141. That's how much the room was. While we was trying to look for the other hotel, when I found a hotel that was available for the night, it was $148. So I told him, and he just Cash Apped me the money, which is $141, and I booked the hotel. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So he was like, all right, I'm about to leave here in a few minutes. Just get ready and go check in. I'm like, okay, cool, because they still had to sort out for the fact that he had to get his refund. So on my way to like leave my crib, whatever, I leave out the house, and instead of me taking an Uber straight to the hotel, which is fairly close to me, I end up calling my friend. I'm just like, yo, I'm about to go, blase, blase, blah. But I end up stopping at Rite Aid, and I'm like, you know, when he spoke to me, he doesn't live in Brooklyn. He lives like an hour and a half away from Brooklyn, and only thing he have on him is his wallet, his jacket, and the clothes that he got on. So I was like, let me just go to Rite Aid and let me get him like body gel, a deodorant, and lotion. Being mad nice, I didn't have to do that. He didn't tell me to do it. Nobody didn't tell me to do it. I decided to do it. So I got that. He texted me like, oh, you there? I'm like, on my way. Lying. By the time he texted me, I'm freaking at the cashier paying for it. I got a Uber, and I took the Uber to the hotel, checked in, used my card for like incidentals, went upstairs, got a nice little room. They ended up messing up in the room and gave me 2 beds instead of 1. Going inside, I done set my shit up perfectly, put everything out, put my speaker down, all that. He comes in about, I would say, 45 minutes later, dumb late, after you rushing me to get to the hotel. He comes and gave me a hug, like, what's up, babe, da-da-da. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm like, oh, I brought stuff for you. He was mad hyped that I got it. Went to the shower. He went to go brush his teeth, everything. I got him a toothbrush, all that. Toothbrush, deodorant, shampoo, lotion, a little small thing of travel size toothpaste. He was lit. I was already dressed, ready. Took a shower in my crib. So I was in the room, in the bed, whatever. He came out. We started watching a movie, and you already know what went down after that for like the whole night, whatever. Cool. Next morning, we leave the hotel. We walking around, cuffing heavy, holding hands, talking, and all this type of stuff, like for a good 2-3 hours. Got into an Uber. I went home. He got out the Uber by my crib, and he went to go do his business. He was very thankful. Cool. Along the lines, every time something happened in my head, I'm just like, when we talking, I'm just like, yo, when you give me my bread? So my friend is already saying to me like, yo, like, when you think you get back your bread? I'm like, yo, I'm not even stressing it. He cool, it's whatever. If I get it back, I get it back. You know, if I don't, feel me? So then, like, 3 nights, or probably the same day, or probably 2 days after, I'm not too sure, but it's around that time. I would say probably the next day or the same night, I get a call. So I get a call, whatever, and he's telling me that he needs $10 to get a Metro card to ride on the subway. He coming from Jersey, some shit like that. So I was hesitant, but I'm not going to leave you at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning wandering, not knowing where you're going to go. So I sent him the $10. Everything was finalized. He got about his business. So days go by, and then he ends up getting a place in Brooklyn. We still keep in connection. We still cool. We still talk. I'm starting to see him less and less and less. So he drives. One night, he said, I called him. I'm like, hey, I need to do something. Do you think I could, like, link up with you or something like that? He said, oh, I'm busy, you know, but anyways, I got your money. The whole day I'm waiting to get the money for the speaker. I'm just like, all right, we gonna drag this out. That's fine. I'm waiting. I'm calling my friend. I'm like, yo, he's wilding, because now I'm calling him, he not picking up, because it's like 10 o'clock at night now. Finally, like around 11:30, he calls back. I'm like, yo, what's good? He's slurring his words in the car wilding. We on FaceTime. Yo, I'm drunk. So I'm scared. I'm like, yo, don't drive. Where are you? He went to Applebee's with his friends. They drinking in the car. Both of them boys is knocked out in the car. Like, they is lit. He's slurring. He done fell asleep, but I know he fell asleep. So I let him sleep on the phone with me for like 45 minutes. He woke up. He was so shocked that I was on the phone. So he was just like, I feel a little better. I'm like, you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm going to just drive home. I was like, cool. Go home. I never brought up the money after that. I never brought the money no time after that. Weeks down the line now, I'm in the crib. So he knows, like, I text him. Sometimes I text him like, oh, good morning. I don't get a reply. Probably until hours later the next day. Everything just started slipping up. So sometimes I try to leave him without texting him for days. But I'm just like, you know what, let me just show him that I appreciate him, because I know he's going through a hard time. It's like, you know, I appreciate you. Hope everything's good. Ain't getting no reply. If I do get a reply, like I said, hours later. Telling my friend about I'm getting upset. She's like, you know, just wait. She was right. He texts me certain times, cool. Weeks go by. We still haven't seen each other since the time on the phone. So, one day, he calls me. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, nah. He was like, oh, pull up, da-da-da. So I go over. I was babysitting and I went over, and after I finished babysitting, I went to his crib. He finally lived a little bit distance from me. Went over there, watched movies, because he needed an HDMI cord. The HDMI cord is what you plug in from the TV to like my game system. He needed an HDMI cord. So I took my HDMI cord out of my game system and brought it to his crib. He said he's going to borrow it. Not take it, but borrow it until he gets his, because his is not working. And he verified that his wasn't working, because we tried it out and it wasn't working. And as soon as we plugged mine in, it started working. We watched movies. We laid up, fell asleep, woke up, you know, what happened? We grown. Came around again, woke the next morning, still chilling. He had to go see his mom, but he kept on delaying it as the time went by, so he could spend more time with me. So then when we was ready to leave, whatever, got myself an Uber. I went home. That was that. It took us a whole month after that to see each other. The communication died down because I felt like I'm not going to keep on writing you, and you barely responded or not responding at all. I'm not gonna look like no fiend. I'm home, whatever. Days go by. I'm telling my friend, like, I'm pissed. She's like, just wait it out. But then again, he disrespectful. So I legitly, a month went by. That same day that he hit me up, it was a month. So he called me. He's like, hey, pretty, what you doing? Actually, I lied. Within that month, we saw each other one time, and it's because he had to do some business in my area. And we was chilling in his car for like an hour or two. We drove around, came back, got food, and then he dropped me back home. No biggie. Days go by, weeks go by. The same day that made it a month, he called me like, hey, pretty, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, I'm in the crib. He was like, all right, throw on some stuff to come downstairs in like 10 minutes. I said, cool. Threw on some clothes, got ready, whatever. Went downstairs, got into the car, we talking, we playing, we driving. So he driving around till he ended up at his crib. I didn't initially think we was going to his crib, because usually he'll come to my crib and, well, come downstairs to my crib, because I ain't let nobody in my house, and we'll chill and talk, and like we'll go get some food. Like the little 5 to 10 minutes or 20 minutes we chill, I'm perfectly fine. That shows to me that you care. Feel me? So we get to his crib, being grown or whatever, and I'm falling asleep, wake up, we leave. Now when we driving back, he's on the phone with one of his friends. And he doesn't hide anything from me at this point. Like, everything's on speaker, whatever. So his friend is like, yo, Brody, I ain't seen you in a minute. He's like, yo, you know, I've been grinding. Like, he told me. So his bro goes, oh, you coming out to this thing Friday? This thing Saturday? He's like, yeah.
I'm actually going to a comedy show tonight. And then I'll come pop up with you on Friday. And then I got to go to the party on Saturday. And I got to do this thing on Sunday.
When this young man done told me he's been working all these days and don't have no fun time for himself, I'm just like, you was a liar. Plus, it just pissed me off. So when I got home, I didn't say anything. The next day I wrote him and I was like, hey, like, I know we haven't chilled in a while, because the one date that we had, what I told y'all about in part 1, that was the only date we basically had, that little date that we had. You feel me? So when we 2 days after that, after I saw him, I texted him like, hey, you know, it's been a while. Let's do something. Let's chill. And have fun and blah, blah, blah. Let's either go out to eat or go to the bar if you're not busy. No biggie. He was like, you know, I'm busy. I'll let you know when. Cool. I said, all right. I have a friend that have him on Snapchat. Why that same day he was so-called busy doing work or whatever, she sees him in a bar having fun, sipping on drinks and smoking on hookah with his friends, having mad fun, but you're busy. Now, you're not my man. I'm not obligated to tell you what to do, but why would you lie? Like, yeah, you can't always tell me, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because that's your business, but why would you make it seem like you always working, and you prove to me, even in the car, talking to your friend, that you really not working that much. Like, you really just be living your best life. I'm not trying to make you, I don't know if you felt like I wanted to be tied down to you, but that's not the case. I would have loved the relationship because I feel like he was perfect and whatever, but it was just like, whatever, cool. So I got in my feelings and I got upset because that was slapping my face. So I texted him and I'm like, yo, it's crazy, blah, blah, blah. It started into an argument, and what he likes to do is guilt trip me. So he know he's wrong, but then hit me with something like, you know, I do this and do that. You moving kind of crazy. And one thing he always does to me that pisses me off is tell me I remind him of his ex. And he always told me since day one, his ex is someone that got him in trouble and got him locked up and all type of bad shit about her. So why would you compare me to her? Cool. We had an argument. We didn't talk for the week. Week goes by. He do whatever. I don't know what he's doing. I'm living my best life, but I'm still feeling bad. Because he knew how to guilt trip me. So I'm just like, is this the end? Like, you know, whatever. We ain't talk. He randomly hit me up like a week later, like, hey. I said, hey, what's up? He like, oh, nothing, just checking, see everything good. I'm like, yeah, everything's good. I'm playing nonchalant. Now I'm kicking into fuck you mode. That's the mode I'm kicking in. I didn't care no more. I started not to care no more. So along the lines like that, I went somewhere for the week. I went to go chill. On vacation with my friends and whatever, and I'm there and I'm relaxing, cool. He hit me up. I'm like, hey, how's everything? He like, no, nothing much, da da da, cool. We ain't talk. So from that time, we ain't talk. Within this month, there was a whole next month that rolled over. Within that month, we're not talking, but he'll write me random days like, hey, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And he won't write back. He'll see me. Then the following week, he'll be like, or 2 weeks later, hey, how's everything? I'm like, I'm good. He was like, oh, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, chilling. You? He won't reply. So basically what he's doing is seeing that if I respond back to him, to give him the time of the day, to see that, okay, she's still here when I'm ready. Even though I'm telling her I'm not ready for anything. So I'm going to still be a little thotty and continue doing me and being me. While I know I have a good girl that wants me, that basically in my eyes, well, I feel like in his eyes, is feeling for me. You feel me? Cool. I ain't saying nothing. Now I done moved on. I'm doing better. I'm chilling with friends. I'm having fun. I'm working. I'm not paying this man no mind. So when he writes me, it's just like, whatever. I don't even care about his responses. So he knows I got a house in Philly. And one thing he did when we was talking was he was in the club with his friends and he FaceTimed me just so his friends could see me and say, you know, this is the girl, da da da, and smile and laugh. He's a clout chaser. Like, he wants everybody to feel like he on top of the world, he doing better than anybody and he the shit, all because of what people did to him. He was showing that he was talking about, oh, when we going to the house in Philly in front of his friend. I'm like, oh, nothing, da-da-da, da-da-da. He's trying to make it seem like, okay, I'm talking to this girl. She pretty, she bad. She working so-and-so. She got money, and she got own crib. She got own business, like little stuff like that. I'm like, cool. I ain't saying nothing. Left it alone. Days go by, whatever. He'll hit me up like, hey, can you do me a favor? I know you got the crib in Philly. Matter of fact, no. He got a new car. He got a BMW now. So he'll call me. He'll be like, yo, I just got a BMW. This man don't call me 6 times within the 1 month to tell me he got a BMW. He seeks for attention. He seeks for validation so much that he has to reassure and tell people what he got. So he'll feel good about himself. He forgot so many times that he told me he done got a car that it's crazy. He wanted me to be like, oh my God, you got a BMW? Like, oh my God, pull up, let's go out. He's like, oh, I got a new Gucci fit, I got a new this. He wanted me to be like, oh, where are you getting money? Buy me something too. I'm never like that. Flashy shit don't never get me excited. It don't get me wet. It don't get me turned on. I am my own boss. Ain't nobody could do anything for me like me. It's cool to have a guy that does stuff for you when he feels like it, but out of the kindness of his heart and out of him acknowledging his love for you. Not some, oh, well, she begging, I'm gonna get it for her. Like, no. All this time this is going on and he being flashy and showing money, I'm talking to my friend like, yo, he being flashy and I don't know what's in his brain. So my friend is like, yo, what about the money he owes you? So in my head, I'm like, yo, I don't want to blatantly jump out and be like, you owe me bread. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. That's disrespectful in my eyes. I don't want to be like nagging you about it. You should know that you owe me money or owe me something and make it up to me. So I'm like, you know what, it's whatever. I'm pushing it down. Weeks go by, months go by. I'm like, you know, it's whatever. It's cool. It's whatever. So while these times I'm pushing it back, he keeps hitting me up talking about some, hey, you know, the insurance in New York is high. Can I borrow your address in Philadelphia so I could get a lower insurance? Like, asking me for shit a guy would ask they bitch, they girlfriend, they female. I'm not your girl. So why you feel so comfortable asking me this stuff? Why? Because you know in your head or feel in your head, I'm gullible, I like you, I want you, so I'm going to do anything to keep you. Instead of the simple fact that the reason why I gave you what I had was because I did not want to see anything happen to you, and plus I have a kind heart. I'm a sweetheart, I can't be mean. So days go by, he writes me, and he goes, about the insurance. I'm telling my friend all these days, all these times, like, yo, I'm going to ask him my money, but how? Like, how? So one day, I wrote him, and I'm going to put the screenshots on the screen as I read, as I go. Not everything, because we ain't going to make it too hot. So I text him in the morning around this time, and I was like, hey, Trini, because usually when he texts me, he'd be like, hey, hi, what you doing? He was like, hey, I put, can I hold 200? In the same form of what he would ask me. Now, he owed me only 185 if we gonna add up the times, but if I add up all the times I did stuff for him, it'll be more than 185. So I put, can I hold 200? That's $15 more than the balance he owes me. He gonna put, like 5 minutes later, oh, year 4? Question mark. First of all, when you had to do your business, whatever you do your business, I never asked you what you was going to do with the money I lent you. You feel me? Cool. He put year 4. So I said school. Knowing damn well I ain't need it for school. So once I said school, that was like at 10 a.m. Around 2 o'clock, I wrote a question mark. He put, yo. I said, you never answered me. He said, is this a test or something? I said, nope, I'm being serious. He put, well, I could have if I didn't have to put out money for my insurance. Sorry. And like I said, a few days before this conversation, he legitimately asked me about the insurance for his car to my crib. You feel me? So I knew it was spiteful, but then again, when you said, is this a test or something? I knew you owed me money and had to give it to me. I'm not retarded. You feel me? Because it's like, I, out of the blue, asked you for something that I've never asked you before, and we never cool like that? Cool. So I put, Trini, I feel like you played this shit out of me. Let's not forget about the money. Now, before I continue reading this, I would like to tell y'all, like, I legitimately was on the phone with my friend, wilding out, so she had to write this for me. Because the original text message that I wrote, it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute at all. So she had to reiterate it for me, and was like, you know what, you gotta put a sympathy card. You gotta be nice. You can't be crazy. I said, cool. So she wrote for me to send, Trini, I feel like you played this shit out of me. Let's forget about the money I loaned you. I don't care about getting my money back, because I did it from the heart. What paid me the most was that the minute you got on your feet, you called me and you showed me how you was living a great life, and I was happy for you. But every penny I loaned you was from my school debt, and around this time I was on the edge, which was the deadline, which I missed and had to go in collections, leading me to pay a $500 fee. Facts. And them not being able to give me financial aid, causing me to pay out of pocket for this semester I'm now in. Cool, I felt for you and I felt like you needed the bread, even though my education was my main priority. Facts. Which I've been taken care of by myself. It's sad because I thought at least on all those times you let me down, you would at least come through when it came down to my education. Even if the money was little, I was still short for my school tuition. And I made you happy. But not once have you cared for me or what I did for you. I could get mad, but this is what happens when when I'm too nice. It's cool though. I'm not stressing. Lesson learned. Now the reason why I did that too, because even during the fact that we went out, he had a situation where he was in debt. He asked me to loan him something, and it was like a $2,000 debt. He supposedly lost $2,000, supposedly. Lost $2,000, and he needed money to make it back up to do his business. So he asked me for a loan. So I was like, the only thing I can contribute is $50. He laughed at me and was like, that's chump change to his business. I'm like, what? He was like, no, I'm sorry. Days after that, I came out of the doctor's office because I wasn't feeling good. He called me like, yeah, what about the money I asked for you to help? Da, da, da. I was like, so how much you need? He was like, 1,000. I'm not your bitch. What am I giving you 1,000 for? And I had 1,000, and I was not giving him 1,000. I'm not stupid. I'm not retarded. You feel me? And he got a little attitude about that, but he got over it. And he was just telling me like $50 was chump change. It was like a slap in his face to his situation. Whatever. Continuing. So he put, what did you loan me? I paid for the speaker. I was like, when you pay for the speaker? With Dick? He sent me a screenshot of the same 141 he sent to me for the hotel. I was like, you shitting me, right? He put, you bugging for real. I said, you called me because you wanted to sleep and needed a hotel for the night, and I should come. You offered, you sent that and told me to book the room for you because the first booking was a fail. He gonna write, I remember me giving you the 70 for the speaker for a fact. I was like, you didn't give me shit. You got drunk at Applebee's with your friends. I fucking called you and watched you sleep to make sure you didn't drive off and get in an accident. I was here going through a panic attack for your safety. Then I put, listen. He put, listen what? I said, this not even up for a debate. Fuck it. He put, you really going on. I said, you know what I did? God seen what I did, and he got me. Don't worry, and he got you. Simple. At this point, I was just like, fuck it. I ain't got time to argue, because you know what you did, and I know what you did. And God always blessed me, and karma's going to come around, so it's whatever. Keep the bread. He put, fact. You going crazy, crazy love. So I was like, never crazy. My 100 got you a tie to make moves. My 75 got you a speaker to help you conduct your moves hands-free and to freely talk to your bitches, and my $10 got you a metro for you to make it safe to Brooklyn that night. Not even gonna bring up anything else. If you felt I wasn't reliable anyway, we been stopped talking. You could have cut all communications, especially asking me for slight favors only a bitch would do for her nigga. You looked me in the face and black about who owe you and how this person can't help you in your time of need. I watched you flip a ting and a nigga get mad when you took what was originally owed from you, and you get upset because what you claimed what was yours. But I never looked at you and say you were getting all this money. I meant by that of me actually seeing him do a business with somebody, and let's just say the business total was $200 that the person had to do. He took his $150 out of the person's money that he said that, oh, this person owe me $150. I'm going to just take it out of the money that I got to give them. I only get him $50. The guy got mad. It became an argument, and he was getting like, when you owe people money, you're supposed to give them money, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? So it's like, you contradicting yourself, buddy. But anyways, but I never looked at you and say, you get all this money, where was that, what was owed to me, even when you claimed it was little chump change compared to your big problems, but still took it. But like I said, God got me, and karma always a bitch. He put, say less. I know I gave you your bread because it's 100 you asked for the shit. You just told me you gave me $70 for the speaker and $141 through Cash App. That should have made no sense. That's more money than what you owe me. So you gonna pick your lie or no? So he put, it's 100 you asked for the shit, and I brought it to you in cash. Don't fucking try to play mind games. Go look back at your text. You talking about karma. Now I had to wild out. I put, boy, you never gave me shit. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. The fuck I look like? You ain't take $1 million from me. Fuck am I lying about? You never gave me shit. Fuck am I playing mind games about? 185 for that stupid ass fuck. Only time, well, let me read it again. Fuck am I playing mind games about $185 for? That sounds stupid as fuck. Only time you offered to give me shit was for my speakers and your ass got drunk and went to Applebee's with your bros. We never once exchanged money. You never once put no money in my fucking hand. I never complained about shit I did for you. Never. Not money, not the shit I bought for you at the hotel, not my HDMI cord, nothing. I never once complained or begged you bread, period.
Period, Pooh.
Never rub shit in your face, talk like you ain't shit or gonna be shit. Never watch you come up and ask you for no shit. You pulled up in the best, call my phone and talk about the shit you had, and I always congratulated. Never hated, never will. You always call my phone to gloat. You never hear me jump up and beg to be in your car. You talk about what you brought from what you gonna get to who doing what. You ever hear me say, Trini, let me hold something or give me what's mine? No. I don't know who you gave bread, but it ain't me. Wrong female, wrong payout. I don't have to lie for 185. I ain't never gonna be that bitch. And I mean it. So I sent him a screenshot of the Cash App and I put 100 when your car got a flat. I sent him the receipt from when I bought the speaker because they sent me a email receipt. I knew I would need it. And I put, this is your speaker's receipt before tax because I made sure I got a copy to my email in case you forgot. I sent him a screenshot of the 141 he sent to me for the hotel. I put 141 you cashed out for the hotel you wanted to go to after the long night you had. I sent him the screenshot of the money being cashed out to my account and I put same bread cashed out to my account. I sent him a screenshot of the hotel and I put same bread you told me to book the telly by me because the one you were standing in couldn't find the confirmation in your first and last name because they was overbooked. Here's the receipt confirming the purchase that night in my name. Sent him the screenshot of the $10 from through Cash App and I said, here's for the metro you asked for when you FaceTime me saying you came from Jersey, I believe. Sent him the screenshot of when I went over that one time in the crib when I slept over. Here's the Uber I took to see you that day after all of that. And then the month of when we saw each other again, when I fell asleep and I went home that same day when I talked about he was talking about comedy and whatever in the car, I sent him a text message from that day and I put, blank 24th, last time niggas had intercourse since the last time. And my B-date was the last time you see my face when you pulled up with your two youngins. Check back in all your messages. You barely saw me when did you have the time to give me anything? The day I gave you the speaker, you went to the Bank of America and said your account was acting up and I said that's crazy and you said yeah. Went to the Chinese spot, dropped me at my friends, kissed me and dipped. I never ever got $1 from you to even buy a fucking lollipop, nigga. A lollipop. Last time you opened up your wallet to pay for something for me and me only is when we went to the bar and I told you I got the bill because I appreciated your ass. Most thought bitches would have saw all these flashy actions and try to swindle you or beg you while fucking these other niggas and you know it. We all know it. I wasn't trying to rush shit with you, but I was feeling you and appreciate the little times I had with you. You was a stranger in my eyes and I opened up to you and tried to help you any way I could. I wasn't the richest motherfucker, but I tried my best. Your dick wasn't holding me in one spot. I wasn't hooked. We stopped talking and although you up, the littlest questions you asked or the dry ass way you attempt to text my phone to check on me to see if I was here or the favors you attempt to see what's good, I never turn my back, leave you on scene or block your blood clot number. Fuck out of here. Keep that shit. I'm in school for a reason and I'ma keep grinding for these straight A's and achieve my fucking goals so I don't gotta ask no one for shit. Been doing this on my own. Drops mic. Like, I meant every word I said. After I sent that, 20 minutes later, he tried to call my phone and I dubbed the messages. I don't got time for the fuckery. I forgive you because God said you can't hold shit in your heart. You forgive, but never fucking forget. I will never forget and it'll be a lesson learned. Trust and believe. But like I said, if you've seen this video, I don't feel no way. I don't hate you. It's cool. I learned my lesson. But anyways, guys, tell me what y'all think below. Tell me if you encounter a fuck nigga. And continue looking out for these fuck nigga stories. Bye.